I think it was a fun game to be a part of. We stayed in through the game. Our pitching really came through, and we had timely hitting. But my last at bat, I was just really glad to have the opportunity to put our team on top and give us a good chance to win. I think we should keep playing the way we have been. Every game that we've played lately has been really close, and we've played very well. Win or lose, we've had a good approach to the games. So I think we should just continue to play the way we have been, and I think we'll be in good hands.
Now pleased to be joined post-game by Penn State head coach Rob Cooper. And coach, your team fell behind by 2, fell behind by 3, battled back, and then in the 8th inning, Parker Hendershot, who had a huge game, it's a solo home run with 2 outs to give your team the lead. Just freshmen continuing to step up in big ways for your squad.
Yeah, I'm really proud of our kids, and there's so many different things that happened. You're right. We fell behind, kept battling. We fell behind again. We battled. We took advantage of some miscues by them, but like an example of it that shows that our guys were playing hard is, Slonny hits that pop-up, and we always talk about, hey, I want you to go as hard as you can, and I want you to touch second base before the guy catches it. And it's probably never gonna happen that someone's gonna get to second before it's caught, but that's why we do it. And so he gets a second. Parker Hendershot goes hard when the ball's popped up and it goes off the third baseman's glove. We had a lot of young guys do some really cool things today, and that's a good team win. I thought our energy in the dugout was awesome. That's a great way to kick off senior weekend.
Obviously, this is a team here now over the last week and a half where you're seeing a lot of things continue to trend in the right direction, and you're building from game to game. You continue to build in the right direction. What's the atmosphere like in the dugout right now in the locker room?
It's a lot of fun, and I think again, I told you, it's a little frustrating because that's who we really are, and it's just a little bit too little, too late. But my long-term goal is to have a successful winning program that understands what it takes to win, and that's why I've always been a big believer that you got to keep coaching, you got to keep going. The situation, the record, the score, it doesn't matter. You got to keep playing, and I thought our guys did a good job, and they've been doing that, and it's been fun to coach.
For Parker now, 12 of his 21 RBIs have come with 2 outs this season. What is it about him with 2 outs? He seems like he's coming up with clutch hits when you need it.
It's just that he never gives in on a pitch. I had a roommate in college named Dave Berg who played 7 years in the big leagues. And he reminds me a lot of him. Like the first, there'll be times where it's like he's 0-2 quick and it doesn't look real pretty. And then he just battles and he never gives in. And he doesn't let his confidence get too high or too low. And so, that's what you need. You need somebody that's willing to compete and battle the way they did.
Seems like we've seen some of those similar characteristics the last few times out for Mason Malott too. Let up a hard single to center, but comes right back, gets a strikeout, then an easy double play ball to end the game.
Yeah, and you know what? Earlier in the year, he wasn't able, or middle of the year, he was struggling with that. Like he'd give up that hit, and then it would be like, oh, I can't make a mistake here. And he threw a couple sliders today that he's got a wipeout swing and miss slider. And he's starting to throw it with the confidence that we all know he can.
Bailey D's 9 strikeouts through 4 1/3. Obviously a moving strike zone tonight, and he still found a way to get it done.
He struck out like 6 in a row, and I think 7 of 8 in one point there. And he did some really good things tonight. There's some stuff he needs to get better at. You can't have a 4-pitch walk to a guy like he did, and then when the couple runs that he gave up early was because he's trying to go in, he leaves it out over the plate, he's trying to bury a breaking ball and he leaves it up, and that's stuff that he'll get with time. But I also thought that Jeff Taylor was really good. He did his job. He came in, and that lefty didn't have a chance against him.
That was a lefty who had 36 career home runs going into that at bat as well. Came in a big spot in that game. So going into tomorrow, you turn to Justin Hagenman and Dante Biazzi on the mound. You have to feel pretty good going into tomorrow with a chance to win the series, but also perhaps come away with both wins in a doubleheader. 2 guys that over their last 28 innings have only allowed 4 runs.
Yeah, obviously I feel great anytime Justin Hageman has the ball. Again, it's really more about us coming out with the mindset that we came out with today, the mindset we've been coming out with, and just continuing to play hard and not worrying about what the score is at the moment. Again, the goal is to send these seniors out on senior weekend with a great day, and in order to do that, you got to win the first one.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck tomorrow. Congratulations.
I appreciate